driven by the mainland Chinese. 99% of our business is derived from the mainland Chinese, and 90% of our business comes from high rollers, or what we call high rollers. This would constitute to roughly a premium mass market here in Macau at best. The Vietnamese gaming industry is quite unique. For a long time, gaming is considered a social taboo with a communist and socialist sort of government set up. So when they issue licenses, it ties the investor down to an investment certificate. There is no gaming regulator in Vietnam, per se. The de facto gaming regulator is the issuer of these investment certificates, the Ministry of Planning and Investment, which is a central ministry that plans and works with the Ministry of Finance to encourage and develop Vietnam through investment. So what happens is, with an investment certificate, the investor will be tied down to a project which would constitute land, real estate development, and of course, upon satisfaction of all the criteria, you get issued the gaming license. Very unique situation as well in Vietnam. Each license limits you to a quota of tables and slot machines, hence a cap on the amount of tables that we can run. Typically, where we are in Lao Cai, all of our tables are baccarat tables. But also in Vietnam, there are numerous slot clubs and gaming parlors, and none of these slot clubs actually permit table gaming. They all allow electronic games at best and slot machines. Most of these clubs are situated in hotel premises and within the metropolitan areas of Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi. The gaming proposals prior to the investment certificate require both the support and approval of the provincial and the central government. So most of the time, the casinos are proposed from the provincial government first as a means to develop their own province and possibly as well their town and commerce. Just to give an indication, we went from about 150 staff at the old property to 600 staff in Lao Cai at the new property now. We are the single largest taxpayer in the province. We used to be the second largest, which was the largest was a state-owned mining company, and we've had a very positive socio-economic impact on the province and the town itself. With a very large land base in Vietnam, spread over 58 provinces, there are only 7 table game casinos spread over 6 provinces at the moment. And there are reports that there are at least 43 of these slot clubs which do not permit table games. The gaming tax is about 30% of your gross gaming revenue, and this is derived at the top level after deducting marketing expenses such as junket commissions. After that, you pay another round of corporate taxes, so it's quite taxing to operate a business in Vietnam, some might say. We are looking at a possible reduction of corporate taxes over time to make Vietnam more competitive as an investment destination and to do business. This map shows the 7 table gaming casino operations in Vietnam. As of late, the Grand Ho Tram, right at the bottom, has 90 tables and far and by large the largest casino operations in Vietnam. Of course, then there are the Crown Plaza in Da Nang, Hai Phong City, Bac Ninh province, and of course all the way up to north in Lao Cai, where we are. It's just a sort of rough idea of the scale of the business that we're opening in Lao Cai. As you can see, the facilities are quite modern, and this is actually located in the town of Lao Cai, right behind the railway station, and right next to the border, we're actually located in a free trade zone, which allows us to conduct our business in renminbi, but we're still situated in Vietnam. So there has been a lot of political will as of late in Vietnam to formalize and liberalize the casino gaming industry. Chief amongst that is a very controversial law that the National Assembly of the Standing Committee of Vietnam is debating at the moment to legalize and liberalize gaming for Vietnamese locals. Vietnamese locals are currently prohibited from entering the casinos, the table game casinos and the slot machine clubs. However, there is a large body of foreign passport holders within Vietnam who are eligible to enter these casinos. At the moment, there is a large amount of Vietnamese clientele shifting their business across to places like Cambodia, about approximately 1,500 visitors a day at the Ba Vet border crossing. And of course, by air to Macau, Singapore, and nearby Phnom Penh at the Naga World property as well. The government has estimated that with the foreigners-only policy, approximately $800 million as of the current operations in Vietnam is lost in tax revenue, gaming tax revenue at a, of course, implied taxation rate of 30% of GGR. Out of that discussion about the National Assembly, there has been no immediate relaxation of the laws to prohibit locals from gambling. However, they have come out publicly to say that this is just a matter of time before they open up, and they would like to capture all this gaming revenue for the further development of the country. Previously, casino licenses were awarded with investment certificates tied to